High blood pressure or hypertension is when blood pressure or the force of your blood pushing against the walls of your blood vessels is consistently too high, commonly referred to as high blood pressure or BP. Hypertension is the major cause of stroke, heart attack, heart failure, and chronic renal failure. These and other blood pressure related diseases constitute more than half of all admissions cases at the various hospitals in the country. High blood pressure can also cause heart and kidney disease and is closely linked to some form of dementia. Doctors explain that hypertension is a silent killer because many have it for years without realizing it. It silently damages the brain, the heart, the kidneys, and the eyes.
It's a very high leading cause around the world, is a leading cause of heart diseases. And then also people, as a result of the fact that you come from a specific family, and some families, they have some what we call gene factors or genetic factors, and these you cannot change. And these are some of the, what in medicine we try to say, non-modifiable risk factors. Because you come from a family, your auntie, your brother, your uncle, someone had an early death. These also, that is related to heart disease. It's also a very good reason you might be one getting this heart disease. And then also, we'll get to understand that physical activity, too much of it at certain time, at certain stages in our life, would be very bad for our heart.
According to cardiologist Dr. Francis Ejikum, hypertension cases in Ghana is ranging from 18% to 32% depending on one's geographical area.
Definitely, there has been a lot of increase in the prevalence of hypertension in our part of, especially Ghana. Studies have been done in the past and newer studies have also been done. I remember studies that were done in the 1970s were reporting hypertension prevalence of about 13%. That is, if you take about 100 people, you expect about 13 of them to be hypertensive. In the later studies that have been done in Ghana, hypertension prevalence is ranging between 18% to 32%, depending on whether you are staying in the rural community or in the urban community. And this is all because of the factors, the multiple factors. And one particular study I remember is a study that was done among some cohort of women in Accra. That gave us a prevalence of about 48%. That means that if you took every two of them, one had hypertension. So hypertension prevalence in Ghana is increasing, and depending on where you stay, you may have a higher prevalence of hypertension.
Speaking with Dr. Bright Ohine from Beijing, a Zen hospital in China, he cautioned Ghanaians to be wary of lifestyles that expose them to the disease, since high blood pressure usually has no signs or symptoms. So the only way to know whether one has high blood pressure is to have them measured.
Okay, we primarily know that the human body is 70% water and 30% dry mass. And so for an adult, maybe nearly about 5,000 liters of blood, or 4,800 to 5,000 liters of blood, that is in an average 60 to 70 kilogram mass individual adult. But these will vary depending on what the person is doing. The person might have lost, because blood is primarily the water. So if the person loses lots of water, it's very likely his blood volume may not be enough.
However, a single high reading does not necessarily mean one has high blood pressure.